Welcome back to the masquerade of misery. Let's talk about one of the most harmful, fucked up, and overrated drugs of all time, Mr. Booze. And before anyone accuses me of being a hypocrite for having booze at home, this, my friend, is fruit syrup. Highly concentrated fruit syrup, which you can turn into a soft drink if you pour soda on it. So today I'm back with a controversial topic, since I'm not gonna praise this motherfucking drug that is alcohol. And you know, the strange thing to me is that this is the only drug, a dangerous, fucked up, harmful drug at that, that's so advertised, accepted, pushed even, and worshipped worldwide. Because as we know, alcohol has existed for thousands of years. You know, even in ancient Egypt they already made fucking beer, and we know also the wine, how long it has been around. And alcohol is incorporated in basically almost every culture. And you know, it's part of socializing, it's part of rituals. You know, even in the fucking church that they say, oh, it's the blood of Jesus, bullshit. And yeah, it makes you think why that is. Why not the other psychedelics or other type of drugs? Why is it not coffee that's so important in the eyes of every fucking nation? Or why not ayahuasca that actually takes you on a real tough mental journey that can even change you forever? Makes you think. There exist many other types of psychedelics or drugs, if you will. Not all of them cause addiction, by the way. Then you know they are way, way less dangerous or risky than alcohol. And yet they get bashed on so much by society, like even weed. What is weed compared to alcohol? How many people you know who have died of being addicted to weed or overdosing of weed compared to how many people you know who died of fucking alcohol poisoning or the result of withdrawals from alcohol? And yeah, also the thing that getting drunk is also painted as something so funny, so goofy, so fun, you know, especially among teenagers and young adults. It's like, oh, this is the fucking initiation process. That's when I become a cool kid, an adult. If I go to a party and I get fucking piss drunk until I pee myself and lie unconscious in my fucking puke. Yeah, how fucking cool is that, right? You can be so proud of yourself for being this fucking pathetic. So you know, this thing is painted as something fun. Even maybe some assholes getting drunk or getting alcohol poisoning, they take it as I was in the detox, how fucking funny it was, oh my god, man, I have a story to tell you. And it just makes me cringe so fucking hard. Because you know, if you dare to say that, oh, I like smoking pot, or I tried speed, let's say, or ecstasy, then everyone is like, oh my god, you know where this is going, it's such a slippery slope, because once you start with the lighter drugs, then you will definitely get to the heavier stuff. And I mean, that's one of the biggest bullshit things that kids are told at school, you know, when they get this education about drugs, that, you know, if you try weed, you will end up in a fucking needle in your veins and overdose in heroin. Such fucking bullshit, and so many lies about these things. And well, alcohol is a fucking hard drug. Let's face it, it's the fucking truth. Because you see how many goddamn people get trapped and addicted to it so heavily. I can tell, already 3 family members of mine that died as a result of alcoholism, directly or indirectly because of it. So, yeah, my mother could tell some stories, from her childhood, all the shit she had to go through due to having alcoholic parents, and even her elder brother was an alcoholic, and she was the only one who was like, no, fuck this, I won't follow this path. So thank goodness she could get out of this situation and not follow these footsteps. The other reason, in my opinion, why it gets so widely propagated and encouraged, even by the so-called elites and those in power, because basically that's the only drug that is allowed to be advertised. Maybe okay, aside from coffee, but let's face it, that coffee is not a deadly drug, obviously. You can get addicted to it, like if you don't drink your coffee, you get a headache, you feel drowsy and weak as fuck and all that, but people don't die from it. Or, well, you have to really drink I don't know how many fucking liters to get caffeine poisoning. But the elites seem to not mind that people love alcohol this much. And you see these advertisements, and the advertisements always look so cool with these nice slogans that make you feel like, oh, I'm a king or a fucking queen for drinking this bullshit. And you know why? It's because alcohol makes you fucking dumb. It numbs you, and once you are addicted, they don't give a shit. They get nice money because alcohol is fucking expensive, and they make you believe that, oh, the more expensive it is, the more exquisite it is, and oh, it looks so fancy. Yeah, it also looks very fancy once you are on the streets and lying in your own fucking feces and all that crap. So since these motherfuckers want you to be fucking dumb, stupid, obedient, just being lost, not having any purpose, life is meaningless, but they even want you to really be miserable and not have your own thoughts, not have critical thinking, and just not give a shit to even rebel against them. And alcohol does the job perfectly, because you see all these hopeless young people who are just, all I want is to party and get drunk, who cares anymore? And I mean, okay, I get part of it, because what fucking hope is there in this world and in this society? What can we hope for, actually? But they want you numb, they want you weak, they want you addicted, so they can get all the money. It's all about business. All the while you are fucking slowly dying and poisoning yourself. They love this shit. So of course they advertise it and paint it as something so fucking cool. Another thing is that basically it's like the alcohol is like a fucking cult of some sort. Like these people who drink, the way they treat you if you don't. Holy shit. First of all, they hardly can comprehend the fact that how come you don't drink? How come you don't like it? How can you not like this shit? How come? First of all, the smell is horrible. I just smell that shit, whether it's on someone else or someone just has it in a glass, and I feel so fucking repulsed by that crap, let alone wanting to stick my fucking tongue in it and swallow that. Because it's like when you take a dump, you smell your own shit, and of course you don't get the desire to taste it. Alcohol is the same to me. And they say, oh, at least dip your tongue in it, take a tiny sip, and okay, I did that, and I got confirmed that yes, it's trash, just like the smell. If I noticed that usually with food and drinks, if it smells bad, it will taste bad. Simple as that. And already as a kid, when I tried these fucking beverages, different kinds, I was like, what's so fucking great about this? They taste horrible, they are awful, they smell bad, why should I fucking drink that? Not to mention how much it damages your body, and also well, your brain, everything. So I decided I'm not interested in this crap, and also I saw what it could do, you know, if you take it to the extreme levels, and also if even if you just get drunk, like how fucking sick you can be, you know, the next day or already some hours after you drink. And I was like, and I should risk all this, and I should go through this fucking suffering just to maybe feel a little giggly and you know, this silly and funny for just maybe for 1 or 2 hours. What's so fucking good about it? It's so overrated as hell. That's what it is. Alcohol is fucking overrated. Luckily, I have seen on YouTube, there was a video on how in Japan the drinking culture is declining. You know, the less and less young people are interested in drinking alcohol, going out to drink and all that. And it made me glad. And also the comments under that video, that how many young ones are now say that no, it's shit, I don't drink, it's poison, I'm not interested. And it's good to see it, because unfortunately, especially in this fucking country where I live, it's like, I call it the country of the 1 million alcoholics, and it might be even higher, that number, because Hungarians worship that fucking alcohol. It's like, I know that it's in many countries, but you know, these Eastern Europe and, you know, these post socialist countries, it's especially bad, the situation. You just see that they make any fucking excuse to drink. Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. Okay, mate, let's go out and drink and you know, drown our sorrows into that fucking glass. Or, oh, my daughter or my son has just been born, and oh, how great, I have breathed successfully, let's celebrate. Or, oh, it's my birthday, oh, it's fucking Christmas, it's fucking New Year's, or, oh, it's a wedding, phew, the weddings, yeah, and also even in fucking funerals. So basically, Hungarians will find any goddamn excuse to fucking drink, and even if just someone visits you randomly, oh, come on, okay, let's have a drink, they immediately start fucking pouring out that goddamn palinka, that is our national drink, and it's all about, oh, come on, have a drink. It's like no matter what social occasion it is and what emotion it's about, you know, it's about mourning the loss of someone, or celebrating something, being happy, being depressed, oh, I succeeded, I passed my exams, or oh, I got a new job. Anything is fit for having that fucking drink. It's so disgusting. Is that people just unable to imagine, even just to imagine socializing without these fucking beverages. And I just cringe so hard. So it's really like a cult, because especially if you are the only one in the group who doesn't drink, they look at you like this and they start mocking you. And, oh, come on, or when they say this bullshit. They happened to me in my brother's wedding, and then that there was a fucking guy standing at the table, you know, where the booze was and the lemonade. Obviously, I just drank the fucking lemonade, and he was trying to encourage me and my partner, oh, just have this drink and la la la. And I said, we don't drink. And then he went there to say this arrogant bullcrap like, oh, but today you will then. And I mean, no, I won't. And I didn't. And even when everyone made a fucking toast during the dinner, all I did was raise my cup, put it back down, and didn't drink at all. I was like, I don't care what people say, I won't fucking poison myself, I won't get sick just for, you know, just to please the majority. Fuck them. Okay, fuck them. I'm nearly 32 years old, and I have never had a shot, even a big sip of any alcoholic drinks, and I never will. End of fucking story. And it really pisses me off that even, especially my brother, can be so pushy about it, like, oh, at least once you should experience how it is like to be drunk. And I mean, I don't need to. I see how pathetic people become when they are drunk, how fucking shameless they behave, and some can even get so aggressive or just purely pathetic. And I mean, why should I become like that? And if you are this fucking miserable that the only way for you to have fun or feel good is to have a drink to help you, then it's fucking sad. That's all I can say. I won't join your little cult just because you wanna push me, okay? They look at you like you are some type of fucking alien, you are not even from this goddamn planet, and yeah, many times I feel like that, and not just because of this anti-alcoholism, and about being introverted, having a completely different mindset than the average person. So in many cases I have always felt like I'm a fucking alien, and it even made me wonder if I have maybe autism. Who the fuck knows? Because I noticed that many symptoms, let's say, or could be signs of autism fit me. So who knows? But yeah, the point is that they get so fucking baffled and even offended. That's what they also get, these people offended if you refuse a drink. Like, how many cultures do this bullcrap that they invite you as a guest and then they immediately wanna pour that fucking alcoholic drink for you and okay, have you tasted it? It's so amazing, it's our nation's fucking drink. And if you dare to refuse, then oh my god, the host will be so offended. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, why do you care what I put or what I don't put inside my body? And the other thing is that it's only with alcohol, because if you tell someone, they ask you, do you want a cup of coffee or do you want to have some hamburger with us? Then if you tell them that I don't like coffee, but thank you, or I don't like tea, or I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat, most people say just, okay, they don't overreact, they don't look at you like you committed a fucking crime, like it was some kind of fucking blasphemy what you just said. Also in restaurants you can just simply have vegetarian or even vegan meals now, and most people seem to be okay with these things. They don't push it on you. They don't wanna shove down a fucking piece of meat down your throat if you say you don't wanna eat that. But with alcohol, it's just they keep pushing this crap. And there's another thing I noticed regarding alcohol, that there are even these fucking myths and false beliefs and justifications built around it, like, oh, if you have a cold or a sore throat, oh, just take a shot. The alcohol will, clean your throat. It will disinfect it. Or these bullshit things. Or, oh, a glass of red wine a day will help your heart and your circulation and all this shit. Or even in especially Hungarian culture, when they say shit like the beer is liquid bread. They even say this cringy fucking bullshit. Or, like as I mentioned before, that, oh, the wine is the blood of Jesus, and for fuck's sake, don't justify this shit. Just have the balls. Okay, I drink alcohol and it's harmful, it's poison. Admit it, bitch. Because also people who, take some ecstasy, sniff cocaine, or shoot heroin up their veins, they don't say bullshit like that to justify their addiction or their use of these drugs. They don't say shit like, actually, if I eat a brownie with cannabis in it, it will make me healthier, I will become smarter. They don't come up with these bullshit excuses and lies about it just to make themselves feel better. And yet again, it's like a self-reassurance that I'm not poisoning myself. Actually, if it's not a big amount, it's even beneficial for my health. Plenty of studies come to light that prove that even a small amount is harmful, and even if some of these drinks could have beneficial effects on your body, the presence of alcohol in it, basically it neutralizes it. It doesn't matter those fucking health benefits that it could have, because the alcohol will nullify that crap. It will still act as poison. And I also noticed that most of the times when I tasted even a drink that just had maybe a 4.5% of alcohol, it's like initially I'm like, you know, especially if it's a fruity one. I feel the potential for it to be delicious, but then that typical alcoholic taste comes and it fucks it all up. And same with the smell. It's like no matter how small the amount of alcohol, the concentration of the alcohol is in the drink, but we ruin it. Same for food. I hate alcoholic drinks in my fucking food, even if they say that, oh, but during the cooking process it evaporates and all this shit. Yeah, but the taste remains. Also, the first time I tasted fondue, I was like, oh, I love cheese, I can't wait. And then I started eating it, and then I was like, there's something off about this cheese. It doesn't taste that good. And then it clicked that, oh, they cooked it with fucking wine, didn't they? So this shit ruined it for me. And then with my partner, we made fondue at home without alcohol, and it was 100 million fucking times more delicious. So no matter if it's in itself, you know, if you drink it pure or you mix it in food, it just fucking ruins it. I hate it. No matter how much you try to convince me that, oh, but this way it tastes good, or this one is a very good brand and you just need to taste a very good quality alcohol. You know, if you, let's say I tasted a cheap wine and then they try to convince me that if I drink a expensive, very good wine from I don't know which fucking brand, then it will make me like it. It didn't, and it never will. They taste the same to me. Maybe there's some tiny difference, but that typical alcoholic taste is there and it's shit and I hate it. And I will never ever fucking have a glass of any alcoholic drink. No one can convince me. And end of fucking story. So I think it's enough for today. I said basically everything I wanted about this shit, so let's wrap it up, guys. Praise the Reaper, fuck the booze! When you have a sore throat or a cold, kurva anyád vibráló faszgeci, and motherfucker cannot speak, fuck you, you goddamn bitch. And or we Hungarians say this bullshit like, kurva anyád, ki a fasz hív már? Ragacsos kurva Isten.